Are you afraid of the dark? Just kidding. Alright, so I'm out here. It's night. I need to do a brakes job. So my old minivan, the brakes are grinding and I need to work on my rotors. Well, let me see. It's a little bright, but I can see that my brakes they've just started grinding against the rotor. So I'm gonna take out my old brakes and replace them with my new brakes. It's gonna be a fun experience. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm gonna do is jack the car up, loosen the lug nuts, take the tire off, loosen the old brakes, and put the new brakes on. I have my flashlight since it's late, and I have my handy dandy Ryobi what do you call this thing? I just had a brain fart. My torque wrench, like impact wrench, my impact wrench. Here we go. I've been using Ryobi for a very, very long time. I think the last 10 years, and it's a really good brand, and it's just moderately priced. So, use Ryobi. Right. So, my floor jack. I'm gonna since everything's rusted at the bottom here. This car has 316,000 miles on it, and we're in Ohio and the salt really kills it. I am going to jack it up on that nut right there. Right there. That's what I'm going to. Where am I going to jack it up at? Alright, so pump. Knuckle right there, so it's gonna take a little bit of checking up before the tire starts getting. I don't need to do much off the ground. Just a little, because something breaks. Nothing really special. There we go. Alright, let me get the correct size socket wrench. Oh man. I don't know who's put all these other pliers in here, but set. Wait a sec, let me go find my other set real quick. My socket wrench box is in a little bit of a mess right now. A little bit of a mess. Not too messy. Oh look, an O2 sensor wrench. Socket. Sorry. Yep, it's our O2 sensor. This tool is really cheap compared to how much they charge you to put an O2 sensor on your car. Might as well buy this tool, remove it, and do the O2 sensor yourself. Alright, let me go find my actual impact sockets. Alright, I'm back. We found it. So, let's see. whole neighborhood with this thing. Oh, jeez. That's not good. Okay, let me find my tire wrench real quick, because I don't want to wake the whole neighborhood up at this time of night. As you can see, it's pretty dark outside. Everybody's asleep. No, they're not asleep, but it's late. Shouldn't be making all this noise. Alright, so instead of using an impact wrench, which is like really loud, I'm using my good old handy dandy I forget the name for some reason. It's too late at night right now. Extension bar. What do you call it? It's not a pry bar. It's yeah, that nut was hard. Alright. There we go. I don't know. Having too many brain farts right now. What's wrong with this thing? Go. This nut has got a little warped. And maybe it's a slightly different size, maybe? Not sure. Let's put it in my box. Alright. So there are slight grooves on this thing, on this brake, and I think we should be fine. We'll take a look at the brake pads and the calipers and see. It's very surface oriented. I'm not maybe gonna change my rotors, but I need my car tomorrow, and I need these brakes on there. Let's see. Oh gosh. So you can see, go down to the bare metal. You can see a little bit of metal shavings around. Not very good. Alright, so I gotta remove some of these nuts and remove some of the bolts, and then see what the damage is. So let me see. There's a bolt right here on top, and there should be a bolt exact same location at the bottom. I believe they're 17 millimeters. So yep. Let me get my sockets and wrenches and get to it. Actually, it looks like it's a 3/16. And I'm gonna see if I can get it in there. So I know this tool axis crap. Alright, back there. Oh, that was not too bad. I'm sure I can't get the damn thing out now. Yeah, thing's coming up. Why is this thing not coming out? Come on, baby. Alright. Oh, that came up pretty fast. I don't know if the guy gave me the brake bolt grease or like an anti-seize or something. Let me see if it came in the box. No spring clips. Oh, the calipers. Nut. Now, this nut might be a little bit tricky to get in there. Did it switch? Why is my phone upside down? That's just weird. Right. So, here I am. I think I'm gonna have to use. Let me see if I can use a normal wrench. Not a lot of room in there yet. That is my half inch. There we go. Alright, half inch. Should be able to get this. I got the bottom bolt off using my impact wrench. Oops, hang on. Wrong way. Alright. I need some elbow power. Let me see if I can put this phone down and get some elbow grease in there. Bolt is turning. Yeah! That's a top bolt. I usually. Let's see what happens. Come on. A little bit faster. There we go. It already has the anti-seize that I put early on it. Oops. Sorry. Where'd I go? There we go. So this is the top bolt. Let's keep it there. Alright. Now, for the tricky part. To get, there we go. There we go. Come on, baby. Alright. Let's see the damage. Oh. That's not too bad. That's not metal yet. Nearing the metal. Very, very close. Not sure why. And that's the back plate. And you can see that's not bad either. So not sure why the rotor is a little bit ground down a little bit, just a tad. Anyway, these are the little clips. We can reuse them, reuse the same ones. now I need to use my seat lamp right here. Ugh. And we need to push the piston back in. The piston's a little old. Push the piston back in. Some old brakes, y'all. 316,000 miles on this car. Let's me get either let's see. Let me see if I can push this in. I think I do have a brake kit. Give me a second. Let me check and see. I have a C clamp, but I think I have a brake kit. A brake caliper kit to push the piston back in there. Let me go check and see if I have that. I think I bought one. Alright guys, I do have the brake caliper kit. This is a little tool you insert from the back here and you slide it between the piston and the caliper, and I will basically show you, I'll try to show you with one hand what I mean. So you take this part right here, slide it in there, this goes there, and then you take the little caliper piece right there, and you attach it on here like that, nice and snug. There we go. And then basically you start twisting this piece right here so it tightens against the side of the piston, like so. Did I insert this thing wrong? Nope, I don't think so. Well, that was a fit a little bit better than it is right now. Why isn't this piece fitting correctly? I don't know. Let me see. Let me put my phone down and figure this little thing out here. So I relented on using that other little tool, and I'm going to be using my good old handy dandy caliper C-clamp and a piece from that tool. For some reason I can't get it to fit correctly on the caliper and use it. So now, one important thing that I forgot to do is open up the brake fluid reservoir that basically releases the pressure inside the piston. So I'm gonna do that right now. Alright, so there is the brake fluid reservoir. Seems to be missing some brake fluid in there. That's no good. Might have to fill that up. Oops. Alright, so make a mental note to fill up brake fluid. Maybe there's a leak or something somewhere. These old cars. Alright. So, handy dandy C-clamp. Let me tighten and adjust it real well before I can press it down. And there you guys. So all you gotta do is keep turning this, pressing it. Now I don't have a camera stand for my phone, so I'm gonna try to show you. Oops. Alright, to my best ability. How? Alright, so I am pressing on this right now, and you can see the piston is going in, and it becomes a lot easier when you open up the reservoir and release the pressure inside the system. Alright, let me hold this for a second. Alright, I press that all the way in. Alright, that cannot go in anymore. So that's all the way in. Okay, and now I can release this caliper right here. Sorry, earlier I had to let it go. I had to stop the video because I needed more elbow grease. So, taking this C-clamp off while balancing the piston, the caliper on the rotor right there, so the whole thing doesn't fall. Oh my goodness. Alright. I know for this old caliper, one of those little wear pins on the sides don't really work. Okay. Little inserts that they put on the sides there. Where they go? Yep, these little inserts. Since this is an old car, it needs to be significantly adjusted. But anyway, yep, that caliper's in. Now, here's the new one. Ah, goodness. I don't know. I'm not liking the little bit of scraping on the rotor. I'll have to go buy new rotors and change these rotors out. But this should fit right in that slot right there. Yep. Just like that. See that? Just like so. I think I pushed it too much. Here we go. Something like that. Adjust it and align it. And there you go. Oops. Okay. So that's there. And then oof. Take the other one and you install it. Hang on. This whole caliper can move along the system here. Let's see. Take this one. You put it in right there. All right. There you go. Now, if I did something wrong, guys, please tell me. I do know. All right, so I need to. That's just how it basically goes in. So I change those little pins if I want to. Those little clips in there, right there. And I do see a clip is missing right there. And yeah, I have a bag of new little clips. So let me see if I can install them. And let me get back to making the rest of this video. Again, guys, this is my own vlog, my own calipers, my own risk. Just showing you how easy it is to, well, relatively easy to change your brake calipers. And yeah, these brake calipers you can buy from AutoZone, Advanced Auto. These ones are the premium gold. I think they're ceramic, maybe. It doesn't say. Maybe not. All right, let me put this phone down for a second and try and get these little clips in and get that little clip in that's missing on that side, and then go from there. After much fidgeting and moving around and doing all kinds of crap, I finally got that caliper to sit in there with the new pins. So yeah, let me go see if I can fit now. It's holding onto the rotor and then into those slots there for the bolts. Now I'm gonna have to use both my hands, so this is just putting it back. Pretty easy, nothing to it. And then do the same thing for the other side. So there we go. You got the new brake pads onto the caliper. Hands a little dirty, but I'm gonna have to change this rotor afterwards. It's a little bit. Normally they will machine the whole thing down, but I can't go take this go and get this whole thing machined since I need the car to drive. But they go and machine this whole surface. Usually it's more expensive to machine the rotor than just buy a new rotor, which is sort of crazy. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It doesn't look like these have worn down too much and they're too thin, but all in all, it looks decently good. I'm gonna put this caliper back with the new brake pads on there, and going to use the car tomorrow, and then this weekend I'll probably change the rotor, which is basically the same process, except you just take this thing out right there. Alright, so let me use both my hands, try to adjust this whole thing, and get the bolts in there, and then we'll see what it looks like. Alright guys, so here I am with the new brake pads in there, put the clips in there. Now all I gotta do is just carefully rotate this thing and put it back on the rotor and attach those bolts to the back. Sometimes it's a challenge, sometimes it's not. So there's enough gap in between here for you to sit on the rotor, and then when you push the brake pedal down, the piston comes out and pushes the caliper, the pads against the rotor. So pretty simple. Not too hard of a process since this is an old car. Yeah, so let me carefully rotate this whole thing without any of the calipers falling, clips falling out, anything falling out, and install it onto the bolts at the back there. Alright, so here's what I'm doing. That's the new caliper, new pads, sorry, same caliper. Need to adjust it over there, bring those bolts, align them together, and then make sure that the bottom bolts align too. That's it right there. Holding this whole thing with one hand. And I can bring that bolt in, still on the thing over there, and I try to adjust and get it in. Let me see if I can, oh no, it's not gonna work. I need both my hands. Alright, let me see. If I can align those two. Oops. Trying to get back here. Where is that? There she is. Oh, they're in. No, they're not. It's right there. I need a better job of trying to get this in there. Oh. All right. Where's all right, let me see. Where's this thing? It's threading in. Alright. Uh-oh. Alright. So, there she is. And then just bolt this in and put everything back in reverse order. And then I need to ensure that I fill up the reservoir with some more brake fluid and finish up this job tonight. It's getting a little late, but I think this is pretty much how I'm doing it. If you have any better ideas on a better way of doing this instead of taking it to a shop, let me know. I'm all ears to learn about something different. Oops.